at some Star Wars cards today. Just have a quick look at the first set of the Road to Rogue One cards. Now, I mean, I'll tell you what, they look like the old cards, which is kind of cool and nostalgic for people. But I tell you one little disadvantage with cards is, of course, they're made of this flimsy cardstock, and as you can see, it doesn't hold together that well under any type of strain. So if you put these in a box, if you've got them out of a box, if you've kept them somewhere, the corners are going to get damaged, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's kind of cool to have the sets like the old Return of the Jedi red sets, but I'm not one of those people that are convinced by it. Just due to the quality of the cardstock that's available now, they could have gone with something else. Yeah, I wonder how much it costs for them to actually produce these. I wouldn't say too much. If you haven't seen the backs of these, they're just like the Return of the Jedi ones, all just flat card printed. And yeah, the other thing about this set is that it revisits fairly much the original Star Wars stuff, and we've got the Rebels and the 1 to 3 trilogy in here as well. I mean, that's kind of cool, but not much in the way of Rogue One. A New Hope here. I mean, iconic kind of scenes. Leia's Last Hope. This is, of course, just the base set. Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. You don't need to see his identification. Alderaan's fate on the Death Star. I mean, seriously, this has to be probably one of my favourite parts of A New Hope, running around the Death Star. I used to have an old cardboard Death Star playset which I used to play on for hours, falling into the garbage compactor and kicking out the cardboard doors with the figures and running through the control centres and back to the landing bay and escaping, which is always cool. Here we go on the Death Star run. Imperial Defence. So it's quite a huge set. I don't know, can't remember how many cards it is. We'll find out at the end. There's old Tarkin, because he's now CGI Tarkin. I think, you know, there's a mixed feelings about having a CGI Tarkin and of course a CGI Princess Leia. Some people think it's believable, others don't. I'm probably in the later camp. The problem with CGI is that at this point they can't get it quite right, and the reason for that is that the human eye looks for probably hundreds of things per second that occur in the human face. You've got obviously muscle movement, and also, which CGI can't seem to accomplish at this stage, is the change in skin tone or coloration of the face, and that's due to the muscles moving the blood through the face. It's due to temperature and motion, and you'll see it in Rogue One when they have the scene on the Death Star and on the Star Destroyer with Tarkin and Krennic, and you'll see Krennic's face is completely different to Tarkin's. It's a completely different tone. So where are we now? We're back on the Death Star run. The original, we've gone past Return of the Jedi, now we're back to A New Hope. Oh yes, we saw this chap, I believe, Gold Leader, and I don't think we have the other one, in Rogue One. Quite well done, although you could definitely tell the difference between the characters. Obi-Wan, C-3PO. I'm quite disappointed they haven't got Obi-Wan in the Battlefront series, as he was probably one of the most iconic characters of Star Wars. And here we go, finally, Rogue One. Oh yeah, and on the back of these Rogue One cards there is a puzzle to be made, and the puzzle is pretty cool. Mothma, as I like to call her, probably one of the most annoying characters in the Star Wars universe. Rebel pilots. Here we are, assembling the Death Star. Battle on the beach. And up comes probably one of my newest favourite characters, Director Krennic. Another favourite character of mine now is Chirrut. Probably one of the best performances, and his friend here, probably one of the best performances in the film. Death Trooper. And then we've got the special cards. Thermal Exhaustport. Oh, sorry. Before we go through these ones, I'll show you what the puzzle looks like. And that's what it makes up. Trench, turbo blasters, trash compactor 3263827, detention block AA23, super laser, tractor beam controls, docking bay 327, Imperial conference room. And this is what card 1 of 9, so there's 9 of those special cards. I should really put those in order. And there are, how many cards of this other set? There's the puzzle set, and then there is, and it appears to be 100 of these cards. Maybe there's 132, I believe, of the original Return of the Jedi set. And I do have that full set, which I may go through later. Alright, well, until the next video, we'll see you then. Have a good time hunting those cards.